Frog once said, "It isn't easy being green." The trouble is with a recyclable, organic, dolphin-friendly lifestyle is that it's not much fun. Yet every year, manufacturers at the motor shows trot out another attempt at the perfect eco car, which is all very worthy, but not very exciting. Or so you might think. This is the Honda Insight. We saw it at the London Motor Show, and now it's here on the road. A small, spry coupe boosting sleek and stylish looks atop a chassis that's primed to put a smile on your face. The Citronesque skin cuts a dash, and it's been designed to slip through the air with minimal resistance. This is quite literally the greenest car I've ever driven, and I don't just mean the colour. It may look like a sports car, but the Honda Insight is in fact a petrol-electric hybrid. Now, wait for it. This is much more fun than it sounds. So before you switch off, let's talk technical. Under its sleek and low bonnet is a 1-litre 3-cylinder petrol engine giving 67 brake horsepower. But, and here's the clever part, it has a built-in electric motor, which can boost total power to 75 brake horsepower. The electric engine remains idle until you need extra acceleration. Then it whirs seamlessly into life, providing a welcome performance boost. And because of its electric helping hand, the petrol engine can be smaller and therefore greener, yet performance is equal to a good 1.5 litre. Plus, the batteries are charged by the petrol engine, so you don't need to plug it into the mains at night. But does this ingenious coupling of current and combustion power actually work? Well, yes, it does. Performance is tolerable. 60 arrives in a reasonable 12 seconds, and all out, the Insight will reach 112 miles per hour. And this is a 1-litre engine we're talking about. Honda claim this car can do 83 miles to the gallon. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about the Insight is just how normal it feels to drive, whereas the Toyota Prius, which uses similar technology, only uses electric power at low speeds. The Insight's petrol engine runs all the time until you come to a stop. And then it cuts out in the interests of economy and emissions. Select first gear, and it starts up again, all by itself. Magic. With the extra urge from the electric motor, the Insight scuttles about with alacrity and turns into corners with vim and vigour. And the interior's thoroughly practical as well. It's got good, comfortable, racy seats, lots of headroom, and the visibility is vastly improved because there's a glass strip in the flap of the boot, which means you can see everything. The dash, beautifully laid out, all push button, no fiddling about. And to cut down in-car emissions, there's no ashtray and there's no cigarette lighter. In the quest for lightness and thus efficiency, the whole thing is made from aluminium and sundry bits of plastic. So even with the bulky batteries on board, an Insight is slightly lighter than a Ford Ka. As of next April, you'll be able to buy this concept car technology from your local showroom, making it the first production hybrid on sale in Europe. But it's not all a rolling green clover if you buy an Insight. For a start, it will cost you £16,000, which puts it in the same bracket as another groovy coupe, the Ford Puma. And although the Insight boasts amazing miles to the gallon figures, the Puma will maul it for performance. Plus, the Insight only has 2 seats because the back is taken up by all those batteries. Nonetheless, as a practical solution to spiralling fuel costs, the Honda Insight is amazingly effective. And it really is a stylish and enjoyable car in its own right. If you were to swan around in this raffish little coupe, no one would suspect its eco-intentions. But your neighbours might be green with envy.